Bitcoin.
Yes.
It cracked
Oh,
over
baby.
50. It cracked over 50,000 today. I think it retreated just under 50,000, like the last time I checked a couple hours ago. But cracked over 50,000 today. So you put on Instagram that uh in 63 days Bitcoin will
Yep.
recover. I believe was that 62 days ago? 63 days ago?
62 days ago.
That was 62 days ago.
Yeah.
What was the price at that point in time?
All right. It was in the 30s, I believe. This when everybody was panicking.
So okay. So what made you so confident that in 62 days or 63 days Bitcoin was gonna reach back to $50,000?
It goes back to the question you asked me last time. Were we on here or were we doing another interview? Oh, I think we was on live with Keys, and he was like, "How many hours do you spend in the market every day?" You
Yeah.
remember the answer I told you?
10, something like that, 12, something like that.
11 hours. So
Yeah.
going to that Mamba thing, like the only secret, if I can be real with y'all, the only secret is like systems and then hard work. The more time you put into learning the craft, you'll start to see correlation. So like if you guys, and I'll give you guys a tip, if you go look at every time Bitcoin is drawn over 40%, go do the homework. There is an average amount of time that it takes to go back up. Some people were saying, hey, is a Fibonacci time ratios? That's not it. But if you look to see what the averages are, so in your notebook, like when you got a notebook like this, you should be able to write down all the correlations that you see. So I know for the S&P 500, Dow, Russell, Bitcoin, ADA, because Kayla's been pushing us in it, Ethereum. I know how long the drops will usually last and how long they'll take to go up. It may take you 4 or 5 hours per asset to do, but trust me, it pays off incredibly well. So for those you got in that 28,000 and some change, and saw it go up in those 62 days. Or maybe I'm a time traveler, but the 11 hours a day definitely will get you the breakthrough that you need.
um, what do you think? What do you think Bitcoin's uh projected price could possibly be in like a 2 to 5 year time frame?
You know they're gonna kill me in that because he the Bitcoin a year ago. Yeah, because my coins is gone. You know how much I'll be up right now. 3-year price, if we keep going at this pace, and I was talking to Dream Team earlier, I think I can't prove it yet, so don't put this on the record. But I think a lot of hedge funds are starting to use crypto in the same fashion in which I use futures, where I take a small portion of my portfolio, put it there to get like a crazy return. But if we keep going at this pace for the next 3 years, we should be at $151,318 in like 39 months.
There you
I
have
know it
it.
sounds crazy, but
There you have it. No, that sounds pretty reasonable actually.
yeah,
That sounds pretty reasonable. That's only triple from where it is now. So
yeah,
you know, that sounds like it can definitely hit that. Bitcoin is something that is not going away, ladies and gentlemen. So we encourage you to learn about cryptocurrency. If you have not learned the ins and outs of cryptocurrency, it is important to educate yourself. Speaking on that, another crypto that is making a lot of wave, Cardano, ADA,
yeah.
something that I'm invested in personally. I've been invested in since 2017. So okay, ADA, it's on a run. It's
Mm-hmm.
on a run right now. A lot of times when crypto goes up, people don't really pay attention to the altcoins, but the altcoins are the alternative coins outside of Bitcoin. But Ethereum is 3,300 and ADA is $2.92. And I would be remiss to say if XRP is $1.25, XRP is climbing up as well.
Yeah, because everyone's
So
trying to hedge if in case the case goes in their favor. Then that, I mean, it's going to take off like a rocket. I will agree with that. I just don't like to invest early in things that are getting beat up. I'm going to put a lot of money to it, but yeah, if Ripple beats that case, they'll probably hit $9 in no time. In no time.
open the floodgates.
Yeah, absolutely. And then with Cardano, kudos to Kayla. If you guys invested in ADA because of Kayla, please put Kayla in chat. Um, but the price that I think it hit is 7. And here's the thing: Bitcoin is like, let's say Nasdaq. Ethereum is like the S&P 500. ADA would be like the Russell 2000 or maybe the Nikkei. The thing that I want you guys to see is how you invest in one thing is literally the blueprint to how you invest in everything else. If you ever looked into angel investing, they'll tell you about lockup periods that are usually 5 to 10 years. For those of you that invest in real estate, you usually get a good return around the 5 and then 10-year mark. Ideally, if you can hold for 30, great. The blueprint to invest in is the same across the board. They just make you think that because it's a different asset class, there's a different process. One process to be able to dominate everything, and you'll be good. Yeah, so think of alternative coins as a smaller index or smaller portion of the market. Cardano may not ever lead the pack in a way Bitcoin will, but you don't need them to. Same way I told you guys last year in December, I think, to study the Russell 2000, you need to go look at the top probably 10 or 15 altcoins, and Kayla gave you a pretty dope alley-oop for free. I think it was like around $1.10 when she told you to get in it. So I hope you guys have profited well off that.
And it's important. Like you said, a lot of things have similarities. So it's like if you're investing in the stock market and you're just starting out, or even if you're seasoned, the most responsible thing to do with the less taking risk out of it is to invest in the bigger companies, right? That's why we talk about Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla. We always talk about all of those big companies. There's a reason why we talk about those, because they're the safer plays.
Yeah.
Same thing with crypto. So like my personal crypto portfolio, I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have ADA, I have XRP, I have Dogecoin, I have Litecoin, I have Stellar, I have VET, Tron, Neo, OMG, and a few others. So I say that to say, if you look at the coin market cap, most of all of those coins are in the top 10. So it's not like and I had all these coins for a long time. So except for Dogecoin, I'll be honest about that, but that's a different story. But I had all these coins for a long time. So it would be safe to say that, you know, it's almost impossible if all of those coins just fall out the top 10.
Absolutely. I mean, it's no different than building a team. Like if you have LeBron, Kawhi, Melo, like Cardano may be like, I don't know. I don't want to say a basketball player and they get upset, but like Jamal Crawford or something, like super explosive. You never know when it's going to take off, but when it does, it's like, oh, wow, like this is a great addition. So when you guys are starting to build your portfolio, and the great thing, Rashad, that you do, like once you believe in something, you will hold it no matter what anybody says. Like, I'll be like, hey, what you think of that? You like, I'll give it a couple years. Like, that's why I tell you guys, like, write this down. Risk to reward ratio is the number one indicator. Number two is time in. If you just hold most things for 10 years, and this first homework assignment for tonight, I want you to go look at how often the things that you invest in, if you hold them over any 10-year period, how much you'll be up. Gold and probably silver may be the only things you may be drawing down on. On everything else that is volatile, and for the snipers, for those of you that trade NASDAQ, you can see the parallels and speed of NASDAQ and crypto, and how when they have booms, they have extreme booms, so they may pop up 100% in a couple of days. And when they draw down, they may draw 50% over the course of a couple months. But if you stay in for a long enough period of time, and I'll say this on record, it almost makes no sense to be a perma bear in anything. Like you're going to get what, 12% over 5 years? Like, so when you guys are saying that, well, I want to short this asset, even for those you want to do puts, I'm like, why? The probability and risk to reward ratio of you hitting it out of the park, like you have to realize, like even when Michael Burry had his big home run, he had to go make a synthetic product that only he believed in. And not to say it was small, but like his return in the Big Short was less than 600%. He got rid of the clients. Now he's freer. Returns have been pretty damn good ever since, because the client load is off, and him being his only client, as Josh talked about, like client alpha or client selection is really key. But it makes almost no sense in any game, media, music, marketing, podcasting, real estate, e-commerce, digital platforms, to be short almost any asset class, because you're going the wrong direction of the trend.
My graduates from my school being Forbes, bag drop.
Bag drop.
A mic drop, bag drop.
Bag drop.